Episode 9, right?
Yes.
Yeah, episode 9, Attack on Titan. Oh, first of all, did y'all miss me? I said last video, I think I left it in there, talking about how the weather was like affecting shit over here in Texas, and the delay for this episode got affected as well since they're based in Austin. Like the weather was really fucked up over here, so that's why it took an extra week for us to get the episode. But now we're here,
Ready to roll.
and I had some of the crap that was on my mind, but I can't remember it now. Maybe I'll remember it at the end. Anyway, yeah. Episode 9. Another TV-14 episode.
What are they gonna do to Aaron?
I realize that you probably wouldn't know what to say to this, but I want you to hear it. I guess I should start 3 years ago. Back when we still could have changed something.
Okay, so it was a flashback.
Captain! No word from the advance party. It's been 2 hours.
Then have teams 2 and 3 prepare to land as well.
Yes, sir!
These damned island devils managed to defeat our warrior unit.
So this is the first.
We need to find out what they're doing now and relay it back to Mark. Grab onto something!
He's sick as fuck.
It's a devil!
Was it me and you who were talking about like what they would do with the troops that were It was probably me and Danny.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Marley! Welcome to Parody Island! Nice to meet you. I'm Hanji, and it's an honor to welcome guests who've sailed from oh so far across the sea to come here. The trip must have left you exhausted, so why not join us for some tea? Oh, I almost forgot. If you were curious about this guest of ours, he arrived just before you, and we're already getting along splendidly. Isn't that right? Tell them, Niccolo.
Please, Captain! Forget about me and gun these devils down while you can!
What?
Huh? What are you saying, Niccolo?
Captain!
Saying he doesn't want to be part of your shitty skit.
Niccolo. Know this, you wretched devils! Marley doesn't negotiate with filthy bloods like you! And we're certainly not gonna sit down with you and drink the pig piss you call tea!
Stop something like
Oh, you sure about that? Maybe you should be more polite. Unless you want to piss off the Titan looming behind you.
Marley will never bend to the power of devils! This is all she has to say to you!
Somebody probably tackled him. Or maybe somebody else.
Put your hands up,
Oh.
Lay down your weapons.
What are you?
Do as she says.
Hanji, I'd like to accept your invitation. Let's have some tea.
How I've longed to meet you, Aaron. But to me, you looked like something else entirely. A god. One that gave hope to the powerless. Our mutiny was carried out at the express command of Zeke Yeager. We're the anti-Marleyan volunteers. And our goal is to free the Eldian people.
So, that concludes Zeke Yeager's requests.
He knows how to wake the millions of Titans sleeping in the walls. How to start the rumbling to crush the world.
Hey, why did you keep quiet about this for so long?
Because I was concerned for Historia's safety. At the time, I wasn't sure. And I couldn't let her get turned into a Titan based on some hunch of mine. It wasn't a well-thought-out decision. I see that.
We'll talk about it later.
However, if everything that you're
beating.
saying is true, then Zeke's secret plan holds up.
You trust them? Have you lost your mind, Hanji?
Fact is, we can't risk letting these Malian soldiers roam the island freely.
If we were smart, we'd hang them.
No, that's not an option. If we want to protect Para D from Marley's survey ships, we need the volunteers' help. They have something called a radio.
Armor come out.
It's the Colossal Titan! Help!
It's the enemy!
Hurry! Jump up! We're by the tower!
Welcome to our defiled island of filth-blooded devils. You're gonna love it here. As long as you like drinking pig piss. Feel free to turn us down. But if you don't want to come ashore, you'll need to swim back home.
It was fun back then. We knew that as Eldians, we were feared and hated by the rest of the world. By people on the other side of the sea, whose faces we had never even seen. But not everyone across the sea was an enemy. That fact gave us comfort. And we finally got to learn about the outside world, in all its complexities and mysteries.
Oh, by the way, why is your skin so dark, Onion Capone?
Because our creator thought that things would be more interesting if the world were occupied by many kinds of people. I'd say that applies to you subjects of Ymir as well. We exist
You haven't seen
because
Baki,
we were wanted.
Yeah.
like she had
Progress has
said.
been
Oh,
fast
Mikasa,
since those
oh my
Marlian
goodness.
engineers decided to help out.
I'm kind of
See, I
surprised
told
they
you, bro.
agreed
They
to.
were rolling her.
The last thing,
It took time. At
like
first,
Sasha
we were
had
too
said,
suspicious to cooperate in anything.
the
But as we gradually set aside the labels we have for one another and work to see each other as people,
like either in the
we can
manga
reach an
or
understanding.
in like the Japanese version,
Mm-hmm.
Armin, have
like
you
she was
seen
like
any
starting
of
to say
Bertolt's
like
memories?
his name
Yeah,
when I was cooking.
but I didn't notice anything that seemed helpful.
Something
We're
like
short on time. Zeke has less than 3 years to live. Yeah, but about that, do you really think it's okay for us to just go along with Yelena's plan?
What's the problem?
I just wonder if we really have to
I'm
threaten
guessing
the
that's where
world
he makes
with the rumbling
the
to protect
decision
the
to go
Eldian
off on his
people.
own.
We'd be forcing everyone to live in fear of us, acting like the devils they think we are. Before it comes to that, why don't we just talk to them? If we fix the world's misconceptions about us, threats won't be needed. Come again? What misconceptions do they have? You know how they think we're scary monsters. They think that because we can transform into man-eating titans. That's no misconception.
But still, there are some Marlians who like us.
How many? Most of the Marlians we caught are still glaring at us from their prison cells.
yeah, he ain't trying to hear
That's
that
true for
shit.
now, but given enough time.
Yeah, we just need time. That's right. And to buy ourselves that time, we need to show the world our strength.
Oh wow.
I still don't know that we made the right choice back then.
That was dope.
I can't help but wonder if there was some other path we could have taken if we'd just seen it. I used to think that I understood Eren better than anyone. Even
This is the part
Mikasa.
we've been waiting for.
I don't know anymore.
Like one of them tries
This is
to
my
transform
hotel.
or whatever.
What better lodging could there be? It's a giant forest. Difficult to move through and devoid of boulders.
Looks like a fun spot for using ODM gear, too. Hey, quick question. This natural wonder, would you mind letting me show it to Gabi and Falco?
Whether they get to see the sights or not depends on you.
I'll kill you, Eren Yeager.
Eren was ready to do it alone, whether we helped him or abandoned him. The outcome would have been awful either way. But now, we've killed a huge number of people. Sailors, soldiers, civilians. The devastation we spread was indiscriminate. Still, if we had left that port intact, then Marley would have launched an immediate counterattack against our island. We've abandoned all hope for peace.
They might show it.
But we didn't have a choice. Any more than the three of you did. Right? Annie? Say something. Please.
Is he in love with her now?
Kill or be killed. Fight for your life.
I think this is where the episode ends.
The only way to live is to fight. So fight. Just fight.
Like he was like pretty much right about the part about like them pretty much like giving them a choice once they like arrived at the island and shit.
Yeah, but that was kind of a given.
I mean, cause like in my head, I just thought that like,
and it wasn't pretty much that they gave them the choice. Is that those who were willing, they were following Zeke.
Yeah, cause like you had the soldiers who like just wanted to kill him and shit, but then like you had those like two, and then the others I think who just wanted to.
Because
to work with them to achieve whatever Zeke.
Yeah, because when they were trying, like when she shot the commander or captain or whatever, there was one that was shooting and like you saw around, and there was like shingles more with guns pointing at that guy.
Oh, on Al Capone, them two?
No, so when she shot the commander or captain or whatever the guy was,
yeah.
There was another guy that was gonna shoot her.
Oh, but like on Al Capone, like.
Well, not only Capone, but like there was like a bunch of like other dudes pointing at him.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just those specific two then. There was more. Okay, yeah, that was the rest of the group that we saw in the other half.
Yeah. What's the sub at right now? 14?
They should have been at, because they were 4 ahead, but then they got an extra one in. So if we're at 9 now, they would have been at 13, but they're at 14 now. Yeah, so they have 2 episodes left. So they'll be at 16. Yeah, so we have 7 still.
See, that just doesn't seem like, it seems like it's way too fast to pace to end the entire thing in 7 episodes.
I mean, like, it's not gonna end in
from this point.
It ain't gonna end in 7 episodes though. Like.
Oh yeah, because you were telling me about how there's 2 more arcs.
Yeah, there's like 2 other whole arcs. I think there's 2. Because what Nick said makes sense. What he said made sense. I don't know if you had seen those texts.
Yeah, I seen.
But he had said like that like a movie would make more sense since they're calling it like the season finale. So it would make sense to like come back as a movie, and like technically that wouldn't be like wrong.
Is the 2 arcs that are coming up have to do like finish off the war, is the war gonna be like finish off?
It'll finish off the entire show. Like the war with like Marley, you're saying?
Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't conclude that. Well, like we won't see it concluded in the show. I'll tell you that.
The war.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's way too much that they still have to adapt. Because people are freaking out. Like, how is the show gonna wrap up in like 7 episodes and shit? Because they don't know. You know what I mean? Because like they're taking the final season name like literally. Like, there's gonna be like nothing more afterwards. But they'll probably announce a movie, I would say within like a month, maybe like a few weeks after the last episode for the sub comes out. So like in 2 weeks, I think it said the 28th or some shit. I think like a week or 2 after that, or maybe like right away, I don't know. They'll probably announce either like a part 2, or I think a movie would probably make more sense. But yeah, leave a comment, because like that's the most fun part, just talking to people about the show and shit. Leave a comment, like the video. Yeah, peace.